What's up, what's up, what's up, guys? Guess what? I'm coming home. Coming home. Back to America. Look at that. Oh, wait, guys, remember, don't let me cuss for 2 minutes. YouTube told me if I cuss in the first 2 minutes, I won't be monetized. All right. Dinnerlane is the first up tonight who says Chris Sims is a douche. All right. Luke R sends a $20 super chat right off the bat. Now, guys, I'm just gonna read these off for a second to let the algorithm let everyone know that we're online. Luke sends a $20 super chat and says, sadly, I can't join in tonight. Hope you all have a lovely time to commemorate VAS Von Allen Sports' final Bulgarian escapade. Thank you, Luke. You're awesome, man. Let's see. Celtics Nation 67. Salute to you too, buddy. Michael Swearinger, welcome. Thomas Allen is in the house. Jake Saunders says, shut up, Sims. And then See It Twice says, Phil Sims' son. Okay, so I have made a imperial decree. And thanks to Daniel, See It Twice, who gave me this idea a few days ago. We are no longer going to refer to Chris Sims as Chris Sims. And I told Chris this. So I wrote him on Twitter to let him know. And we will now be referring to him as the son of Phil Sims. I'm sorry, the offspring of Phil Sims. He doesn't even deserve the title of son. That sounds too respectful because his father actually accomplished something. Okay? He doesn't deserve it. And so I told him when he debates me, we'll stop referring to him as the offspring of Phil Sims. So, hey man, you too. Let's go. Hell yeah. Turbulent Velocity, also known as my sister. Hey, where have you been? Where? I haven't seen you on this show in a while, Sherry. Yeah. Okay. We'll talk later. Jake Saunders also here. French Canadian arrogance is at a recent high. Yeah, possibly. Does anyone really care about the WNBA? No. Even the WNBA doesn't care about the WNBA. Sissy Chubbs, welcome. Nice to see you here. Jalen, you still got the same name. And well, you know, I know that stands for SmackDown, but the icon of your driver's license still is puzzling to me. But that's cool. You wouldn't be you if it didn't look like that. Tiffany, welcome. Take a pic. Donnie is here. What's up, man? Israel. Yep, exactly. Offspring of Phil Sims. Yes. So Milena told me about a video with Chris Sims regarding Patrick Mahomes. And guys, it's a head scratcher, actually. But we'll get to that in a second. Anthony Preston, welcome. All right. So tonight is the last show here in Europe for us. As far as this time that I've been here for the last year and a half. And then starting next Friday, we'll be broadcasting, of course, from our home in California. We have a special guest with us tonight as well, and I'll introduce her here in a moment. She's actually here in person with us and not on video. It's the first time we've ever actually had someone physically on the show with us here, because we've been here for a year and a half. You know, we've been here a long time. But we'll introduce her here in just a moment. Yeah, Sherry, I don't think anybody can stand Mahomes. Actually, well, no, it's not Patrick, is it, Milena? It's not Patrick. It's.
Am I live myself?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm there. Oh, hi guys. I was just logging in. Sorry. So what's your question?
Yeah, Odson M8. What's up, man?
Yeah.
I was just gonna say that it's not really Patrick. It's not Patrick that we have a problem with. It's people like the offspring of Phil Sims who talks about him like he's a god and like there's been no other quarterback that's ever played ever in the history of the NFL. But anyway, so we have a lot to talk about tonight. Of course, I have some sad news, guys. Tonight we're going to have to say goodbye to the Stalin special. The chair of all chairs, this baby. I know we've been through a lot together. My back has the scars and the pain, and I'm going to miss it. And I know you guys are going to make me get a proper chair when I get home. I know that. You've already told me. So we're going to say goodbye to the Stalin special. So what I'm going to do is, because it's our last show here, I'm actually going to show you what the Stalin special looks like. The whole chair. You know why? Because I can actually take it apart. And it's not meant to be taken apart, so you can figure that out. Let's see here. Dave Wilhauer, what's up, man? Greetings from South Florida. Milena, South Florida.
Hi.
Oh, by the way, cannot believe about that building that collapsed. What the hell?
Actually, no, I've seen this building. It's not far from where I used to live long time ago. Yeah.
It's bizarre.
Unbelievable.
Spawn and Phil says, that's right. Terry K45, welcome, man.
Nightwalker, hi.
Tapasio, you didn't know? I'm in Bulgaria. Dude, I've been broadcasting from Bulgaria since before COVID. So I got here in January. You came right after that in February. And we've been here ever since. Yeah, this entire time. Not this recent February. I'm talking last year, like 2020. So... I do. Check this out. I do not know what it's like to be in the United States during COVID. I have no idea.
Yes.
Didn't even know what that was when I came here. Never heard of it. And then it came. You ready for me to bring my show to Arkansas? That will happen. I can guarantee you that. Actually, Dave, it ain't 1:30. It's 2:30 a.m. So, all right. So,
yes.
So we got that. Also, we need to talk about late in tonight's show, Tom Brady, regarding his comments on the barbershop show where he said, "Oh, I can cuss now. It's over 2 minutes." Okay. So on the barbershop show,
Let the cussing begin.
he said when he left the New England Patriots.
Yeah.
Made himself available, he was looking at several different teams. And those teams, some decided to go a different way. But he said at the very end, the final teams that were supposed to go with him or choose, to pursue him, he said one of them said, "No thanks, we're going to stick with our guy." And Tom replies, "Are you telling me they're really going to go with that son of a bitch?"
Huh.
All right. So we don't know who that team he's referring to because the show won't air until tonight or tomorrow or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I don't even know if he'll tell us. But the speculation is people think it's San Francisco.
Right.
So they think you're talking about Jimmy G. We're going to go over that. I'm going to tell you who I think it is. And I'll tell you right now, I don't believe it's Jimmy G. But anyway, also we have the Raiders player Nassib coming out as gay, the first homosexual player that we know of in the NFL. Now, there have been homosexual players in the NFL before, but they usually either it happens after the fact. But this is the first time we've ever had an actual player in the league. So that's big news. And then Terrell Davis, guys, you ready for this? Terrell Davis said that his Broncos were the Patriots before the Patriots. He's saying that they were the first salary cap dynasty. Yeah, I've got a big fucking problem with that, and we'll go over it in a second. Okay. And of course, like I said, Chris Sims will be now known. All right, so we're going to get started here. I'm not going to make her wait anymore. Sophia, would you like to join us?
Yeah.
Golf clap. Other way. Actually, I have to get off the Stalin special, and you have to get next to Stalin. Actually, there's more than one Stalin special.
There are like 4 pillows. What?
There's more than one Stalin special. They don't know that, actually.
How many specials
There's
are
4.
There's 4.
Well,
it's a family.
Yeah, exactly.
Family of Stalin.
A family of
It's a whole
Stalins.
family, wow.
So, let's see here.
Right.
All right.
We're pale.
That's what I was trying to say. We're really white.
Yeah, I need some of that light,
we're
guys.
white.
They're using some brighter light. Well, there are a little brighter, probably. But yeah, can I have some of that light?
I'm trying to fix it.
It looks good. Well,
Anyway. So, everybody, this is Sophia. So, she is the artist that we were talking about to do sketches for the 30 greatest quarterbacks of all time. All time, exactly.
All time.
So, it's a big job. You got 30.
I have 30, yeah.
Actually, it's more than that.
It's a lot of work. I think I spend like over 5 hours making like these drawings, and I'm learning a lot about football. This is the first time I've been interested in football. He influences me.
Yeah.
And I lived in, I don't know if you mentioned it, but I'm also American, and I lived in California and Arizona for most of my life. And it's about time I partake in American football. It's about time. But I'm happy to be here, and yeah, I'm having a blast working on these things, on these quarterbacks.
She's doing a great job, I tell you.
We will show you them.
Yeah.
What I want to explain real quick is that for those of you who may have not caught the shows where I talked about this, but what we have planned coming up is a series where we, as you guys know, I created the formula for the MVPs, and I also have a new formula for how to determine who are the greatest quarterbacks ever, and it's a way to decide based off of era, and each player will get his own episode. So we'll start with 30, count down, and each one will get their own. Her job is to draw a custom sketch drawing for that player, so they're all consistent. The one thing I didn't want to do is use some generic photo of each of them, and then there's no consistency. The second thing I didn't want to do is try to attempt a bad Photoshop job, which is not something I'm interested in trying to do myself. And then still, you wouldn't have consistency. You'd have, like when she has to draw Autogram, for example, you guys know Autogram played before the merger. So it's been, 70 years. So she's not, so I'm not going to have any good quality photos compared to getting a good photo of Tom or Mahomes or something like that. But if she's drawing us custom drawings of the guys, then it won't matter what era he's from. It won't matter if the old photos of him are in black and white or whatever, because she just needs to know what he looks like, and then boom, we get the drawing.
It's consistent style as well. Mine is usually very, I use a pen. I do digital art, and I use the app Procreate and sometimes Photoshop, but I prefer Procreate. And it's very messy and sketchy things. We will reveal them, but I'm very, very proud of them. And this has been a style I've been developing, and now it's exciting that it's actually it's appreciated. I'm very happy about it, and I really hope you guys like it too.
We have a first super chat. So, Ravens Ray Lewis, also known as Elliot, what's up, Elliot? Sends a $5 super chat. Actually, he renders unto Caesar. So remember I was telling you that we have a theme?
Oh.
So it pops up. It's ridiculous, I know.
We just came back from a history museum, so this is like...
Perfect timing, right? Because we were just talking about
yeah.
it. He says, if any team was the Patriots before the Patriots, it was them 90s Cowboys. Pretty boy, quarterback, defensive head coach, controversial owner. Anyone? Yeah. Well, exactly. That's. I have a lot to say about that because it wasn't just that Terrell Davis said this. There's kind of a problem with that regarding the Denver Broncos, especially in the late 90s, and we'll get to that soon. Thank you, Elliot, so much for sending that.
Hey, we have another super chat. Donnie. Hi, Donnie.
We have two Donnies. So we have Donnie Thomas, and we have
Yeah,
our
true.
Donnie, which is known as Take a Pick 1313.
Yeah, we haven't met Donnie Thomas yet, but we have met Donnie. Take a pick. And, well, you want to take the super chat?
Hey, Pickle Dick, you
What's-
keep asking me where I'm moving. I'm not moving. I'm going home. Did you know that some random Patriots fan changed his name to Pickle Dick after I called him that last week?
Is that him?
That's him,
Okay, I was wondering.
Okay, so let's see here. We have Take a Pick 1313. Donnie renders unto Caesar $20. He says, "Geez, I'm moving to Bulgaria." I think that was a compliment towards you. Just a heads up. Just a heads up. Was I lying, guys? I told y'all. The Bulgaria, the country in general, very pretty women here. Her father's Bulgarian and her mother is from Slovakia, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. But she was born in America.
Yeah,
she's
so
American,
I'm
but-
American essentially. My personality is American, and yeah, we like to bond over how much we get misunderstood here.
Truly.
Yes, exactly. I'm able to vent to her about
Oh yeah.
all the shit.
We like to have our own bitch fest, definitely.
Exactly. So Donnie says
Culture differences, yeah.
exactly cultural
Yeah,
differences.
differences.
Donnie says, "Geez, I'm moving to Bulgaria." He says, "I got an unrelated football question." Colin Coward says that Kelsey is the greatest ever. What?
It's already uncomfortable, the Stalin special.
Imagine a whole year.
So I'm
Show.
already uncomfortable. I'm sorry. Go back. Violence and chaos already.
I've been sitting in that shit for a year and a half, man.
Imagine that.
I can't.
Yeah. If you see me get up during a show sometimes, you know why. I
That's
need to take a
true,
break
guys.
from
You're learning
Stalin
something right now.
special.
You're learning that is why she
Like,
gets up.
My back hurts.
Anyway, so he says, where'd it go? He said, Colin Coward says that Kelsey's the greatest ever. I say Gronk. Can Kelsey block? What is your opinion? Jesus. I have a lot of big opinions. We'll get right back to that, Donnie. We have a super chat from James Johnson, renders unto Caesar $100, and says, celebrating the last show in Europe.
Thank you.
Welcome to the guest artist, Sophia.
Hi, thanks.
Can't wait to see your work for the quarterback list.
Thank you. I hope you enjoy it.
Raising more money for the trophy. So excited to see the reveal. Sending it to the Bucks, and hopefully Brady loves it. Safe travels back to the USA. Thank you so much,
Thank
James.
you.
That is awesome. We really appreciate that. And Milena, do you remember James? So James is a fairly interesting fellow, to say the least.
Yeah.
When he was on our show a few weeks ago, well, was it the show or was it the meeting? But he wore a Roman centurion helmet. He actually had one, a real one, or it looked freaking real. James,
No
was it real?
way.
I don't know, but anyway. Yeah, it was just appropriate. He just happened to have it. He just happened to have it. We were like, wait, that fits perfectly. But yeah. Let's see here. James, thank you so much, man. That is awesome. Let me trace back. There we go. So let's trace back to Elliot. So Elliot says, if any team was the Patriots before the Patriots, it was them 90s Cowboys. Okay. The problem, what Terrell Davis is trying to say is that the Patriots, okay, so the Patriots were the first dynasty in the post salary cap era. They try to say it's Denver in the 90s. But what is salary cap? What that means is for the longest time in the NFL, owner, no matter how, if he was really rich, he could pay how much he wanted for players, and basically, you could be like the New York Yankees. But you know, you could just stack the team, and if you were rich, you could just all these great players, and nobody could beat you. Yeah. And so the NFL wanted it to where every team was more equal, and so everybody had a chance. So they put a cap on how much you could spend. So you could only go up to a certain amount, and that was it. You were topped out. And it's designed to make sure that the same teams can't win over and over and over.
Yeah.
Okay. This happened in the early 90s. The Denver Broncos won in the late 90s. They won back-to-back. Then the Patriots came along in the 2000s and won 3 out of 4, and the last 2 were back-to-back. The problem with this is Terrell Davis is trying to say they were the Patriots before the Patriots because they won back-to-back in a salary cap era. No, they didn't. They cheated the salary cap. So for their second Super Bowl, their owner got in trouble. He got a $500,000 fine by the NFL for cheating, for paying John Elway and Terrell Davis under the table outside of the salary cap. Completely illegal. So
500,000.
They fined them $500,000 for doing it.
Whoa.
Yeah, but it was years later, so it didn't matter. They won.
Matter.
They already won, so they don't give a shit. But he's trying to say that they're like the Patriots. No, you're not, because we didn't cheat the salary cap. And so fuck you, Terrell Davis. Anyway, so that's it. So thank you, Elliot, for saying that super chat.
Thank you.
So I'm going to go back to Take a Pick, Donnie, where he says, Colin Cowherd said that Travis Kelce's the greatest tight end ever. Is Colin Cowherd, is he snorting cocaine on his show now? Or what? All right. The problem is that we're living in this age now. It's not just sports, but everything is over the top. Right? So a new movie comes out. It's the greatest movie we've ever seen. A new website. This is the greatest app, or this is the greatest app, or this is the greatest this, the greatest that. Everything is the greatest every time something comes out now. And the term GOAT, greatest of all time, it gets used for everything. New peanut butter and jelly comes out. It's the GOAT, right?
Peanut butter jelly is good, but it's aight.
But it's peanut butter and jelly, right? So who gives a shit? So
Who gives a shit?
they're saying that. Have you ever heard of Rob Gronkowski?
No.
No.
Who is he?
Well, they call him Gronk.
Gronk.
Gronk. Yes.
I can't.
I bet if I showed him to you, you'd know who he was. You'd
Maybe.
recognize him. But
Too bad he's not a quarterback that she won't draw him.
you won't
for
be
now.
drawing him. Not
Maybe
you.
later,
You will
for another
eventually.
reason.
I'll draw anyone.
You'll draw him eventually.
Yeah.
So, Colin Cowherd says that Travis Kelce is the greatest ever. Dude, Travis Kelce's not even in the top 5 greatest tight ends ever. That's an idiotic statement. But Colin Cowherd also makes a living at saying random shit that makes no sense, and it's just to get attention and get us talking exactly what we're talking about right now. That's also why they pay him $5 million a year to talk shit like this. There's no way he believes that. There's no way. Gronk is clearly the best of all time. Okay? That's it. And anybody who wants to say Tony Gonzalez, then just please meet me in a parking lot sometime, and we'll do the old 1980s brass knuckles fight, street fight.
I kind of feel like a dark alley would be better.
It could be a dark alley.
Yeah.
I like it. So dark alley, if you think Tony Gonzalez is the greatest tight end of all time, I'll fight you for it. Let's see here. Oh, so
Oh. Okay, sorry, I have really bad eyesight. I should have brought glasses.
what do you see?
Celebrating last show in Europe. Can't wait to see your work. Oh, thank you. Raising more money for the trophy. Oh.
Okay, so that's what I was showing you.
Oh,
So
okay, gotcha.
the trophy is that we built we designed a formula, a mathematical formula, and it's a statistical points that show us who is the best quarterback of a season.
Mm-hmm.
So not just like yards and touchdowns and things like that, but there's a lot more involved. And we come up with our own trophy. It's a most valuable player trophy.
Yeah.
The trophy is designed. It's going to be gold and silver plated, and it's going to have real diamonds on it.
Real diamonds.
Real diamonds, and the centerpiece is the birthstone of whichever quarterback wins.
Didn't you want me to design it as well?
That's what originally we talked about. Not the trophy. It was the artwork that went with the trophy.
Yes.
Okay.
The booklet that goes in there. And Tom Brady was the winner.
Yeah, I draw Tom Brady way better than trophies. I prefer to draw Tom Brady than trophies.
Yeah, that was the first quarterback that she drew.
That was
Yeah,
the first
that
one
was
we
the
gave her.
first one, yeah.
So that's what he's referring to when we talk about the trophy. So
Got it.
So what's going to Tom is, of course, the trophy, but then there's going to be a entire pamphlet of the formula, and a video of the series, the web series we did called the Brady Hate Saga. And your drawings of Tom are going to be what's all over the artwork, all over it, basically.
I'm excited.
So yeah. Now, when it comes to the 30 quarterbacks that we're talking about you drawing, you're actually going to end up having to draw more than 30. You're going to need to. She's probably just finding this out right now, so
Yeah.
I'm putting you on the spot. So
But it's okay. I can take the challenge.
So with Tom, you've already drawn Tom as a Buccaneer.
Mhm. Is he still?
Yeah. But we're going to need him also drawn as a Patriot.
Yeah, so some of the players
Can
played
do.
on other teams,
Yeah.
and we need them in both uniforms.
That's true. Like
yeah.
they can change teams.
So I'm gonna want two versions of Tom in the Patriots uniform. One is the the Patriot 1980s throwback uniform, and then with that they wore sometimes.
Oh, that's
And
the cool thing
the regular
about
one.
art.
Exactly.
Because you can change anything.
Yeah.
Change your
And-
reality.
Exactly, because we want to show different stages of his career as well.
That's a cool concept.
Yeah, exactly. And then we've got Peyton Manning, who will need to be in a Colts uniform and a Broncos uniform.
Yeah.
So, and there will be a few other players we might do that for. No other players won Super Bowls on their second team, so I don't think so. I considered Brett Favre, but I don't think he was with the Vikings long enough for it to warrant a drawing for him. So just Peyton Manning and Tom. So it looks like it'll be more like 33 drawings overall. But I'm sure you're happy about that.
Oh yeah, very.
We have a.
Someone said they have ancestors from Slovakia. Represent. Welcome, brethren.
We have a super sticker. I haven't seen a super sticker in a long time.
Yeah, popcorn.
We have a $1 super sticker from Turbulent Velocity. Thank you, sis. A red box of popcorn. For those of you who don't know, that's my sister Sherry, Turbulent Velocity. Turbulent Velocity was the name of her team for our fantasy football league.
Hi, Sherry.
Every time.
You see my stupid face?
Yes. Every time it shows up, it's just. It's like. Hello.
I have declared myself emperor. I told her I was a cult leader. No, I was just messing with her. But
Yeah, I think I accidentally joined a cult.
you're a member now.
I'm a member.
Can she be in our cult, guys?
Am I allowed?
So Elliot said, "Hey, bro, don't fight me because I think Gonzalez is slightly better than the dude's numbers speak volumes. If Tony G was on Brady's team instead of Gronk, his numbers would be even better than what they are now." Not necessarily. I just have to say, Elliot, not necessarily. So if Tony Gonzalez was with Tom instead of Gronk, let's say, for example, a lot of Gonzalez's numbers was because he was the only target on a shitty team. And that is going to, pardon the term, it's going to inflate his numbers. Keep in mind that all offensive players who have done anything exceptional as far as volume numbers on the Patriots, that's amazing considering the fact that they play for Bill Belichick, who is a defensive-minded coach. So I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't think Tony gets those numbers playing for a Patriots team. So, but no, I respect it. I was joking anyway, but I think Gronk is the greatest tight end ever. So let's see what else we got here. You know, I think I passed up some people were saying hello to you.
Yeah, some people were saying hi, but we just got like in a heated discussion.
Well, it goes fast.
Yeah, it goes fast. But hello, everyone, again.
Yeah, so see, it's why I said hello. Anthony Preston, hi, a fine guest.
Fine. Thank
Fine.
you.
Fine.
Fine.
Fine. Deep Hateman says, how am I wearing so many clothes? I don't know. I'm an idiot. I just do this. I almost had a heat stroke today, didn't I, Milena?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a little warm outside.
I don't know what I'm doing. Nightwalker says, hi, Sophia. Nightwalker's from Germany. He's up late with us.
Germany's nice.
Marcus 415.
Hi.
Tiffany.
Nice to meet you too. Hi, Tiffany.
Celtics Nation.
Hello.
Sissy Chubbs. Still one of the funniest names on here. I love
Sissy Chubbs. Yeah, that's pretty.
It's funny.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I did think you were a troll because the way you were talking, so I called you Pickle Dick. I didn't make you put Pickle Dick in your new name, in your other account. That's on you.
He embraced the meme.
He embraced it, yeah. Nightwalker says, boom. Yes, Sherry, I know you hate the Cowgirls. Dude, nothing's funnier than following my sister on Facebook talking about the Cowboys, the Dallas Cowboys. She hates them. She has rage, like legitimate rage.
Unbridled rage.
Yes, it's funny. Okay, so Pickle Dick is the one that said he had ancestors from Slovakia. So you might be related to Pickle Dick. Does that make you happy?
Yeah, the more the merrier.
Would you like another Coke, Sophie?
Sure. I would.
Milena, why don't you explain the Coca-Cola thing while I get her one?
Okay.
Explain. Milena,
Yeah,
explain.
It's a thing.
Explain!
So, yeah, basically, there's a thing where we are the official sponsors of Coca-Cola. Aaron is. They need to sponsor him, but so far, we're sponsoring them. Yeah, he always drinks Coke on every show.
Vince, you want one?
Yeah.
Vinny,
And,
you want one?
I mean, it's good.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
personally like soda.
No.
I don't drink it often though, but I don't.
Yeah,
I
drink
don't-
it on the show, or
Yeah,
it's like you have to.
It's
a thing we
special
have.
occasion. Your last name.
Yeah.
You're a.
Exactly. So let's see.
Mm.
Yeah, we'll take a little break, guys, just for the sodi. I should have gone. Because I really don't want to take away the conversation in a non-football, and neither do I want to start his topic. So let's just wait for Aaron. But yeah, he'll be back.
I was while we were waiting for the show, I was drinking Coca-Cola earlier, and I get a Pepsi ad.
Oh
That-
yeah,
that was
yeah,
just-
yeah.
Evil.
They're listening.
Evil. Totally evil. Fuck Pepsi.
He was an insult to life itself.
No, this Coke thing has been a running gag for us for a very long time. And they're
Thank
gonna have to.
you. I just have to partake and
Yeah.
embrace the meme.
Look at this, man. I mean, I even got
Coca-Cola candy.
Coca-Cola candy.
Show,
Tic Tacs.
show them. I'm trying not to spill on your setup.
I've done it
Nah,
plenty of times. It's not a big deal. So, and see, that strategically gives me a chance to like stretch my leg.
Yeah, that was the whole point.
Thank you, Sherry, for your super sticker. Oh, I missed some renders unto Caesar.
Yes, you did see it twice.
Ah, this is for you, Sophie.
Oh.
Is it too small?
No, I can read it over here.
Okay.
Simple tip for drawing Peyton Manning. The head shape is almost identical to Homer Simpson.
It's true.
Ooh. Is that the next one?
Yeah.
Or maybe. Nice.
Well, no. The one I sent you yesterday was Joe Montana.
Right. Well, it could
But
be
Peyton
after.
is next.
Peyton's next.
Peyton's next, yes. Ugh. So basically, Peyton Manning is all forehead. Like, it's true. His forehead got
Gross.
bigger. Dude, seriously, it is
It
nothing
makes-
like you've ever seen.
It makes him more powerful.
Yeah.
That's possible.
I think at one point it was a beauty standard to have a very big forehead in the Victorian times, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that was a very regal era.
True.
And I don't know, it just makes sense.
Yeah.
Just,
Kurt Warner. What about Kurt Warner? Oh, by the way, like I said, guys, last week, I want to start telling y'all. In the chat, if you're talking to me, please put at Von Allen Sports or VAS, just anything like that, just to let me know. Because sometimes you guys have weird conversations inside other conversations, and I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. A lot of times. So just make sure you do that so I know to answer you. Yeah, the Tony Gonzalez thing ain't gonna work. Jalen asked me, did you get your name on the plaque for super... Huh? What is that? I don't know what that means. Super stick... Super...
super. Man, I am blind as a bat.
Did you get your name on... No, I don't know what that means.
No, okay, it's just not a real
Rephrase,
word.
Jalen. I'm not sure
Yep.
I understand. Oh, see it twice. Renders unto Caesar $5 and says, you're right. There's beauty standard forehead, and then there's Easter Island forehead. He's not lying.
Y'all.
He's not lying.
I'm just gonna.
You hear that, y'all? See? She's American.
Yeah, that's
She's American. You're American.
That's real American.
Yeah, it just comes naturally.
Peyton Manning. Okay, so Sophia, check this out. Peyton Manning's forehead, like this, is about like... Okay, so his forehead starts here.
Uh-huh.
Like that. And then his face starts.
You'll see when you do your
Dude,
research.
it's unbelievable.
I love that.
Like, we can't even...
I'm gonna have a very amazing time drawing him. I'm gonna capture his essence, his beauty, and his large forehead.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the only thing you're going to be drawing. You're going to be drawing a forehead, and then you're going to be putting just... All you'll need is like 2 dots. Donnie says, thank you for saying that about Tony.
You got this, Sophia. Thank you. At least someone believes in me. Just kidding.
Which part?
James.
Oh, yeah. Wait, I usually wait for it to...
Oh, right.
up
Oh,
there.
someone's here. Another one.
My sister says, hi, Sophia. Can't wait to see your artwork.
Thank you.
Well, we're gonna
Hello.
show you tonight.
Yes.
Yeah, we're
That's
showing
pretty
you
cool.
tonight.
She's gonna let me show some of it because
Are we showing all of them? Because I think I have 5 already. 5? No.
Four.
4.
Four.
4. Sorry, I lost.
Foe. Dave Wilhauer renders unto Caesar $5 and declares, VAS, just to clear up a few things. The building fell at 1:30 a.m. Oh, that's what you were talking about. Okay. Brutal. Okay, that you were talking about the time. I thought you were asking me if it was the time here. Also, the 49ers were caught circumventing the salary cap along with Denver. Are you referring to the 95 49ers champions team? Because I didn't know that, actually. That's interesting. I'll look into that, though. If that's the case, that's very interesting. The number one thing you can do in the NFL to cheat is cheat the salary cap. You get no bigger advantage. Okay, so imagine if all the teams are really good. So take a coach that's really awesome and a quarterback that's really awesome, and you give them 20 to 30 million extra to spend on players more than the other team. That's a huge advantage. That's massive. And that's what the Denver Broncos did. I mean, not like that, but I mean, it gave them an advantage, though, as where if they followed the rules, they would have had to have released some of their good players. And had they done that, then maybe they don't win.
Oh, yeah.
So they don't win that second one. Now, the first one, I don't think they violated the salary cap, so the first one's clean. It's the second one, I think, that is brought into question. So...
Did you see it twice before this one with the beauty standard, or did I miss that super chat?
Oh, I think we answered it
You
because
did? Okay.
we were like.
That's what led to the forehead.
Yeah, no, because there was
There were
another one. Yeah. Okay.
So see, even though you can see it here
Mhm.
in the thing, I usually wait for it to pop up so everyone can see and they know what I'm
Got
talking
it.
about. And then it's good. We clip these out later on and show them so in segments.
Perfect.
See it twice says he has Slovakian DNA.
Cheers to that. I like how he worded it. I too have Slovakian DNA.
Yes.
That's something I would say.
There's more to playing tight end, guys, than just catching the ball. You know, there's blocking, there's helping the quarterback pick up, a blitzing linebacker or a free safety who decides to just change his damn mind. There's tight end job, an all-around tight end is one of the hardest jobs on the field. It's not the hardest, but it's one of them. And nobody does that better than Gronk at everything. He's just all around the best. I don't know why that one's not coming up. So let's just go ahead and I'm going to artificially pull it up. And if it pops back up, then we'll just delete it. But James Johnson says,
Do your job.
Do your job, Sophia. Let's go. You've got this, Sophia.
I've got this.
You've got it.
I got to draw all sorts of foreheads now. Over 30. God damn it.
You get to do the big forehead in two different uniforms. So
if anyone here has a big forehead, we love you.
Justin Chetlet renders unto Caesar $5 and says, the Pope has arrived to bless this final live stream from Bulgaria. So, Justin, so this is how our empire works. So when you become a member,
Yeah.
Depending on what tier level you purchase, you get assigned a certain way of life, a character. Okay, yeah, maybe it is a cult. Fuck. All right. Anyway, Milena, I think it might
caught
be a cult.
red-handed.
Yeah.
What?
Anyway,
Milena, help.
so
She's putting on lipstick.
she needs to do the Silence of the Lambs thing while she's looking in the mirror. But so people choose what they want to be within the empire, and Justin is a very high-ranking member of in the membership, so he chose to be the Pope. So he's blessing this live stream.
We should all be grateful.
My sister says, hey, Aaron, do you think this year will be better for football than last year? And see, you can tell that it's my sister addressing me because she writes my name, Aaron, which is my birth name. So you can always tell if it's a relative of mine, they'll address me as Aaron. The emperor demanded a sponsorship. That's right. Give me one now.
Coca-Cola it is.
Oh, we're not hating on Peyton Sherry. That's her favorite player.
Yeah.
We love Peyton. But he's got a big ass forehead. Come on. No, we won't do a Warren Moon. No. Warren Moon will just be Houston Oilers uniform only. We're not going to do CFL. No. I mean, although he was awesome there, it's just NFL only. Frank Ridley asked, how many Super Bowls would Peyton Manning have won with a good coach? Well, that's hard to answer. I mean, okay, so he went through a lot of coaches for a while. Tony Dungy was a decent coach. I wouldn't call him, I don't even think he's a Hall of Famer. If we're talking like, are we talking like Bill Belichick level? Are we talking Andy Reid, Tom Coughlin level, or what? I mean, there's no telling. 4, 5, if he had like an elite coach his whole career. Guys, that's what I told you. That's the difference. You can have a great quarterback, right? And you can put them on a team and they can get you a Super Bowl. Or you can have a great coach, and that great coach can get a mediocre quarterback with a great team to a Super Bowl. But you put them two together, a great coach and great quarterback. And that's how you get a dynasty. In Peyton's case, there's no reason to think that he doesn't get 4. So I'll say 4. With we're talking Hall of Fame legendary level coach, 4. And that would put Peyton at second greatest of all time, right behind Tom Brady. Who's the GOAT?
Tom Brady, of course.
There we go.
He trained
See?
me. More like brainwashed me.
I've brainwashed her. I've done a good job. So if there's one thing, all she needs to know, guys, is that Tom Brady's the GOAT, right? That's enough.
Wait. There you go. Sponsorship.
That's not a bad idea.
Product placement.
Yes. Wait, is this yours or
No,
I can go like
I
this
finished
too.
the other one already. It's over there.
Product
Yeah.
placement.
Well, my what I believe should be in the Hall of Fame and or not is different. My opinion on the Hall of Fame, but Green Bay got the championship twice in a row. Are you referring to Bart Starr and Vince Lombardi? Because Green Bay went to 2 in a row in the 90s, but they lost the second one. So, excuse me, I'm going to have to violate your personal space here for a second. Tiffany asks, how else do you spell Aaron? Well, my entire music career has been spelled differently. So only my family knows or refers to me by my birth name.
Your sister's like...
Is she talking shit about the Cowboys?
No, she's just crying laughing right now.
At the product placement.
Oh.
Probably.
Because of what?
Was it the product placement?
She loves Coca-Cola too.
That's why you're related.
Ravens, Ray Lewis, 52. Elliot sends $5. By the way, Elliot, how's the Navy going, buddy? He just entered the Navy. He's been in boot camp.
Oh shit.
He says Gronkowski is what Antonio Brown is if he were a wide receiver. A one-man wrecking crew, most dangerous player on the field, not named Brady. Absolutely. You know what I think about Gronk? I think he's the football version of Shaquille O'Neal. If you guys remember Shaq, he wasn't just big. He wasn't just mean and hard to stop, but he had skill. He had precision as well with everything he did. And that's Gronkowski right there, man.
Shaq does look like someone hard to stop.
They couldn't stop him.
I actually walked past him once. This guy's huge.
Really?
Yeah, it was at Pixar. He took time of his day to visit Pixar, which I find fucking adorable. And
For context, her father works for Pixar.
oh, he used to, but
Or he used to.
it was for like 20 years. But yeah,
Yeah.
like I was there, and this guy was walking. He's like, "I'm with Shaq," and I'm like, and I keep walking. I'm so confused. But so Gronk is like Shaq.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So you know how tall I am, right?
Yeah, you're 6'3".
Okay. We met Gronk,
Yes, we did.
and I felt like a midget.
Ooh.
It was the first time in my life, where I actually was like, I felt like a regular
We
person.
took pictures with him. I was like.
You're just like, hey.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
James Johnson renders unto Caesar $2 and says, Sophia says Tom Brady's the GOAT. She's a keeper.
Thank you.
Aaron Donald. Okay, guys, Aaron Donald is a great player. Okay, I have nothing against Aaron Donald. I see his name brought up quite a bit because people think that I'm an Aaron Donald hater. I'm not. I just think he's overrated. Okay, so when I say that, it's,
like, all right, listen. I don't hate him, but this guy stinks.
all right. This is
Welcome
weird.
to the show.
This is weird. Okay, this is weird having someone sit next to me because these are normal things I say, and now I realize the weirdness of it from someone who. Okay.
No, you're not weird. I'm
No,
just
it is weird. Okay,
I'm
so
chaotic.
I know but it is weird. I'm not hating on the guy. I just think he's overrated. So I insult his ass.
Right.
All right.
That's what people do.
Okay, product placement time.
Product placement. Product placement.
Your sister's
Okay.
laughing at me.
Let's try this again. He's so overrated that the level of what he does versus the ass kissing that he gets is too great. So he's a great player, and he deserves to be talked about as a great player. He's a future Hall of Famer, no doubt. But if you just say his name, everyone's like, it's like in The Lion King when you say Mufasa. Mufasa. Remember? You ever seen The Lion King? Remember The Lion King?
I have, but a long time ago. Like,
Long time ago. Okay.
What part?
So-
Because there's so many.
Wait.
It's
Oh
a
my
whole
God.
movie.
I'm sorry. Lion King is from my generation.
No,
Yes, it's from. Okay, The Lion King came out when I was like 11 or 12, something like that, right? So, so anyway, those hyenas. They say if you mention Mufasa's name, it instills like ooh, you know. So they say Mufasa, and they go ooh, Mufasa. Well, now that you say Aaron Donald, and everyone's like, oh my God, Aaron Donald. It's his name alone got him Defensive Player of the Year when it should have been T.J. Watt. All right. Anyway, I'm kind of going off course here, but he's overrated.
I think we got that part.
I don't care how much she laughs. He's overrated. John Thomas Chavez renders unto Caesar $2 and says, we're no cult. We're drinking Coke, not Kool-Aid. Very well said, John Thomas Chavez. I like that. See? The Coke is not spiked. Yet.
I'm sorry.
I promise there's no Rohypnol. All right. Like the Canadian. I'm not Canadian. No, Jalen. If Peyton had 4 rings and he was tied with Montana, Peyton that you would add on the 5 MVPs that he's got and all the records he had by the time he was retired. Yeah, it would be. In fact, if Peyton had 4, a lot of people would be fighting over him or Tom, actually.
Oh, look, monies. Thank you.
They're called tributes.
Tributes.
Tributes!
Thank you
Luke
for,
R.
for the
Ren-
warm welcome.
Yes. Luke R. Hey, Luke, are you back? Luke sent a $20 super chat before the show started. Luke
Oh,
R. renders
that's
unto
nice of him.
Caesar $5 and says, here's an extra $5 as a welcome to our delightful guest.
Thank you.
It's very sweet of you. Thank you.
Oh, I'm way behind in the chat. See, this thing goes so fast, it's hard to keep up. see it twice. I'm actually interested to see what the formula we have, and if I'm very curious to see how the formula is going to reward Peyton versus Joe Montana. Because even though Joe has those 4 Super Bowls, which is going to give him tons of legacy points, no doubt. But Peyton consistently would end up in the top 5 every year in all kinds of different categories. And I'm not saying it's going to make him second, but if it did make him second, that would be really interesting, wouldn't it? So there's an argument to be made there. I mean, and also if I put in a statistic into the formula, if I add forehead size, Peyton's the GOAT. So, let's see. Yeah, exactly. I'm very curious. Try share. Oh, Shane, absolutely. Yeah, Aaron Donald. You've got to double team him constantly. Yeah. But the thing is I think the Patriots in the Super Bowl really showed what you could do to neutralize them. But you need the personnel. Not any team can do that to the Rams. The Patriots happen to have the right offensive line, the right coaching, and we had Tom Brady, who was making quick decisions so Aaron couldn't get there. And even with Tom Brady getting rid of the ball so fast, Aaron Donald did get to him quite often, if you remember. So, true, unless you're Joe Thuney. Okay. All right. So can we talk about the offspring of Phil Simms for a second? So this guy, when he was going over his number 1 selection he said Patrick Mahomes is the number 1 quarterback in the NFL going into this year. I'm not going to argue with his choice. We all know that Patrick was the MVP for our regular season for my own formula. So my own formula said that Patrick Mahomes was the MVP of the regular season. And he could have been the Von Allen Sports MVP totally if he hadn't had such a shitty game in the Super Bowl and Tom Brady wasn't the deity that he is on the football field. If that didn't happen, then we're sending this trophy to Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City. So that's not my problem with Chris picking Mahomes. It's the things he said. He said things about Tom, so he was trying to compliment Patrick at Tom's expense. And that is what bothered me. So Milena, what did he say exactly referring to Tom? Tom had, okay, so he said Patrick did.
Where do I begin?
Patrick.
Where do I begin?
Well, because it pissed you off more, but
It's
you
like-
came to me with it.
It was so crazy that you can't even remember it. Like, it's like you cannot repeat it. Well, he said he was building up a little bit like this. So Patrick Mahomes had 1 ring, but he should have had 2. But then if it wasn't for the coin toss, it would have been 3. Somehow they got jumped into a 7 and a surpassing Tom. And it really Tom should be, if there's someone to be, that he should worry about the rings, that would be Patrick Mahomes. Of course, Patrick Mahomes is the one that we have never seen anything like it ever in the history of probably.
Of
any
course,
sport.
we've never seen anything
Yeah,
like
just
this.
Unbelievable. And him and his partner went into some kind of, ecstasy over how amazing this throw was. And did you see the 2 whatever measurements they're using? and that perfection, and it just makes you think, what are they looking it's like, what are they looking at? Are they just looking?
What did you say? You said something about the way they're describing him. It sounds like he should join the Harlem Globetrotters.
Right. So basically, the way they said he's the best. We have never seen anyone to throw the variety of throws that he does. Right.
It's superficial.
Like the
it's superficial
of
shit.
Angles, and it just, to me, it reminded me of some kind of a clown, trying to show tricks, instead of
Sounds a little uncalled for.
it was just illogical as well, because it's not about the throw of, let me just throw this, like from right down, like from here, the ball, or from there. It's not about throwing the ball. It's like, did that ball reach, someone who can catch it and actually score?
Did you score?
Yeah,
did you
score? Did
Yes.
you win? And they seem to be forgetting the big picture, the main thing. They're missing out the main thing while they're focusing on this little detail and perfection, like right here, that specific angle, and now that angle. I don't care how many angles you can do. Can you actually throw the right one that goes in there and does it, and scores a touchdown and then wins? So as I was watching this, I was really, really surprised again. It's like, when do these people start making sense? And what is wrong with them, basically? It just didn't seem even natural. It was more like artificial stand. Oh, I'm just gonna, like he said last time we discussed this, he said, you will never hear me saying that Tom Brady, basically no matter what he does, you will never hear me saying that he's the greatest.
So no matter what. So Tom literally could wake up tomorrow and go on the field and do exactly all these little fancy throws, and it wouldn't make a difference, even though.
Yeah.
Because Sims hates Tom.
Yeah.
Okay, like we said before,
position.
we come from a similar age group, okay, and he is threatened by that because he failed, because his daddy was a Super Bowl MVP. His daddy was actually accomplished something. So yes, Chris, I know you watch these shows from time to time, and I'm just saying that you need to carve out something for yourself, because everybody knows your dad. Everybody respects your dad. I respect your dad, but I have no respect for you. But the thing that bothered me the most is what he said about coaching.
Yeah.
So he said, well, Patrick Mahomes doesn't have Bill Belichick and the Patriots
system.
like the system that Tom had. Oh, dear God, guys. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Poor Patrick Mahomes. All he has coaching him is Andy fucking Reid. One of the greatest offensive minds that's ever lived in NFL history is who Patrick Mahomes coach. No, yeah. So Sims actually said this. He said that Sims, he meant this as a advantage for Tom and a detriment to Patrick. Now, he was talking about how Patrick has done all this stuff offensively this early in his career. If you put Patrick on the Patriots with Bill Belichick, like Offspring was saying, Patrick doesn't get to do those stupid fancy throws. He doesn't get to throw behind his back. He doesn't get to throw no-look passes, because the moment he missed somebody like he did in Kansas City, Belichick would have had his balls, okay? So no, he doesn't get those stats. So we're no longer talking about Mr. Touchdowns, 5 stupid touchdowns, because he wouldn't have been surrounded with Tyreek Hill. He wouldn't have been surrounded with those type of guys. It just would have been a different dynamic. What Tom did in the first 4 years of his career was win 3 Super Bowls. And Sims actually said that nobody had a better start to their career than Patrick Mahomes. That's interesting, because Tom won 3 out of 4. by this time. So by this time in Patrick's career, Tom had already been a Super Bowl champion 3 times. Patrick's only won once. So let's not forget that Kurt Warner already had done more than what Patrick did. So anyway, Sims could not even go through a 6-minute segment complimenting Patrick Mahomes without shitting on Brady. And that's what pisses me off about him, dude.
Yeah, no, but
That's strange.
It's weird, right?
It's a little strange. Like, what is
Yeah,
that about?
He's really missing on the facts and the.
Yeah, like what's the point? Like out of pocket, right? A little bit out of pocket.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
I like that saying.
I do like that.
Yeah, so they put him as number 1, and that's what he was saying in this specific video. He was like, "We haven't right now. He is the thing. There's he's number 1, the most." After last year, he's still saying that, and it is just very illogical, and the arguments that he does.
Addie Basorno renders into Caesar $2 and says, "And my weekend finally begins." Addie is what we call our lovable Cleveland Browns fan. Okay?
Hello.
Now, the Cleveland Browns have historically been very shitty. Like, bad.
Like, not that good.
Like, really bad. Okay?
Yeah. Right, Addie. How else would you pick?
And Addie is a die-hard, loyal Cleveland Browns fan no matter what. Okay? But Addie likes to... He's big on self-deprecation. So much so that he puts a mugshot of his own quarterback as his icon. That's his quarterback. That's the quarterback of his favorite team, and he uses his fucking mugshot.
See, that's some good shit.
That's some good shit. So this is the Cleveland Browns, and then this is Addie. But
it's kind of like liking a band, and they're like.
Their newest album is garbage, and like the last 5 albums are garbage. But you're still there. You're still You're
still going to shows.
The ironic thing is that since we started doing this channel and Addie started coming on here, the Browns have gotten better.
Yes.
You have a talent.
They actually made the playoffs finally.
You're their lucky charm.
Here, we'll follow this up with, look, Addie just said, I called them very shitty. And he said, that's giving them credit. He said, cough, cough, 31-1.
Oh.
What that means is that for 2 straight years, they won 1 game. 1 game. For 2 straight years.
Wow.
1 year, they went 0-16. They did not win a game. Yes.
So let's give Addie a hug.
Oh yeah, we
Oh,
give
yeah,
we give Addie a hug.
Yes.
We give Addie a hug,
Of course.
We got like
a virtual hug, and
Virtual
because we
hug.
feel bad for him. And she wants to offer you a Coke. Apparently, you're gonna get me a deal with Coke, man.
Like, don't.
Wait.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to do.
Yeah,
this.
both of
Follow
us.
that.
Yay.
I'm sure they're gonna like that it's backwards.
Oh.
No, it ain't your fault.
Oh,
I've got the mirror effect on.
Oh, it's the mirror effect. Well, actually, that's nice.
Well, I do that so when me and Milane look at each other, it's correct.
Yeah. So it doesn't look like I'm.
Because before
see.
it was all messed up.
It's smart.
Elliot renders unto Caesar $2 and says, Mahomes is just Brett Favre without the interceptions. That's exactly... Thank you, Elliot. Thank you. Okay? Okay. So, also, offspring of Phil Simms said that, him and his partner, I think they're...
Yeah.
I think they live together. I think they're like Bert and Ernie or something. But...
They like to bounce off these ideas.
Yeah, they like to... They
amazing.
share these ideas with each other, but... Sims had said, or his partner said, well, what if Patrick Mahomes, can't play as long or whatever? And Sims said, it's possible because he has to use his physical abilities.
Because Because he doesn't have what Tom has, remember?
Right, he doesn't have what Tom has mentally. But a few weeks back, Sims was trying to say that, oh, Tom's only able to play a long time because of the NFL is softer than it was before. So now he's contradicting himself, saying that he doesn't think Mahomes can last as long as Brady because of the violence. Which is it, Offspring? Which is it? I don't know. So. I mean, again, it's not Patrick's fault here, okay? So it's everybody else around him who says such stupid crap, and they always do. Have you ever noticed that whenever they want to compliment somebody, they do it at the expense of someone else? So have you ever noticed that? They can't talk about Aaron Rodgers or they can't talk about Patrick Mahomes without insulting Brady. You know?
Right.
Or someone
They
else,
have
or
to.
Favre, or whoever. They do this in basketball. Every time they want to talk about LeBron James, they have to insult Kobe or somebody else. It's like, if you have to do that, then that person you're talking about isn't the greatest. You know? When someone says, oh, Michael Jordan's the greatest of all time, we don't have to say that somebody else is not as good. You just say it. Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time, because everyone knows that that's the case. You don't have to say, oh, Michael Jordan's the greatest because so-and-so over here sucks. You don't have to do that. And if you have to do that, then that means
It actually
it
makes
doesn't
it
hold up.
worse.
It makes it worse, yes.
It's
Yeah.
kind of like human psychology as well.
Yeah.
And it's just funny how they don't really notice themselves doing that. And it's, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
It makes it worse. Like,
it makes it
it's
worse.
not.
I
Yeah.
think so.
It's devaluing the person.
Oh, so let's show some of your drawings here.
Yes, let's do
Yay!
that.
Alright. I actually did Patrick Mahomes. I remember. Right?
You sure did.
I sure
He
did,
was your
yeah.
second one.
Yeah, he
no,
was-
third one.
Yeah,
he was
he
your
was
third
my
one.
third drawing. I really enjoyed drawing him. I think I really got in the hang of drawing.
Patrick was when you hit the sweet spot of your
Yeah.
drawing. Like, I remember I told
Yeah.
you, I said by the time you do your third or fourth, it's gonna be, you nailed it. So she's got a very unique style. Very well. I'll just let you see it.
Okay, so should we show them Tom Brady first, because that was the first one we did, and
Sure.
so they can see the progression.
Yeah. So we started out with Brady.
Oh, it's transparent. How do we?
Yeah. Apologies.
Okay, they're transparent because we're gonna be putting them on YouTube thumbnails, so ignore that.
Whoops. I grabbed onto that. Nightwalker renders unto Caesar 10 euros. He says, finally. I'm sorry, I'm bad about these things, but I wanted to keep y'all hanging. So, there. So we got Tom. Now, remember, guys, the reason she gives me multiple versions is so I can Photoshop backgrounds and things with them, like I do on my thumbnails that you guys are used to. But now we have custom different variations.
Yeah, it's always good to give more than you were asked.
She came up with that. I only thought I was getting one, and she gave me all of them, all those. So after Brady, her next one was Rodgers. Now the rest of them, I don't think I've got transparency on them.
Okay. Okay,
It
cool.
looks good.
So, sorry about that.
It's alright.
Let's see. Okay, yeah. So this Aaron Rodgers, look already the changes.
Can you put them more on my screen, yes, if you want? Oh no. Can you do black there and put them there so they can see, or it's up to you?
I'm just gonna kind of move them around so I can make it bigger and
Oh,
smaller.
okay, yeah.
So. But guys, this style, okay? What she did when we met up was that she showed me different things she could do. She can draw anything. I didn't expect that. Usually when I've met with artists, they just have one thing, and she goes, well, what do you want? I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I have options? And she goes, yeah. Well, do you want it to look, do you want realism? I was like, realism, and then she showed me, and it's like it looks almost like a photograph. And what I had a complaint, okay? So
Oh yeah.
she sent me Tom Brady, and
the complaint?
I complained. And do you remember what the complaint was?
Oh yeah, it looks too real.
Too perfect, like too real.
It looked like a photograph.
Yeah.
That's too perfect.
I said, Sophia, if I wanted a photograph, I could have just photoshopped it, and I'm like,
It's like, how would people know that this was a drawing and not a
Yeah, because
photograph?
YouTube thumbnails are so small, and if I saw what she meant, if we actually put the original drawing in a smaller format, they wouldn't really know it was art.
Right.
exactly.
So we wanted a little more.
It's more
What is
gritty.
it called? Like gritty.
I wanted you guys to I wanted anybody to look at it and say, hey,
This was drawn.
they went out and hired an artist, and they look like photographs, and it was just like I can't do that because no one would know that we hired an artist, and that we want to show that off. And plus, it wasn't just that. I wanted her style to get shown off. I wanted, and so she showed me something that she did with a comic book that you're working on.
Mhm. Yeah.
And I saw that. I said, "What's that?" And it was a couple, right?
Yeah, it's a couple, and they're kind of like more partners in crime, and the style was more. It's like this one with the black pen, and it's just very messy. And I was in a very I don't care mood. Like I just kind of used intuition. Okay, it goes here and it goes there, and it just turned out like my vision just translated, and definitely have to be in a certain mindset. Like you can't be overthinking your lines so much. You have to be way more confident in what you're doing, and this is just a great. It's not just a job, but it's also great practice as well to get more confident as an artist. And can I answer that question about if it's drawn by hand or computer?
Oh, absolutely.
Someone has a.
Let me read the super chat real quick.
Yeah, first.
Addie renders unto Caesar $5 and says, "How much?" Oh, it's for you.
Oh. Yeah.
But I'll have to explain what he means, probably.
Okay.
How much for every Browns quarterback since they came back into the league? Wait, never mind. You don't have enough materials for it. Remember how I just said he's a self-deprecating Browns fan? Since they've come back in the league, they were out of the league for a few years, and they came back in 1999.
Mm-hmm.
Since then, they've had over around 30 starting quarterbacks.
Ooh.
Probably not that many, but there's a lot, right? That's a terrible thing because when you have a huge turnover at quarterback, it means that you suck. And so he's making a joke that he was asking you how much would you charge to do all of the Browns draw all the Browns quarterbacks, but there's so many that it's just another Addie joke.
Yes.
Poor Addie.
No, my iPad died for this.
Yeah, we destroyed our iPad. No.
Yeah.
Okay.
It couldn't handle the quarterbacks.
So you wanted, okay? So before we, I'm going to show you some more, guys. So
Yeah, there's more, and I used an iPad, and so it's digital art, but unfortunately, I have to get a new one because the port doesn't connect anymore to my Apple Pencil, and this is a situation that's an issue. So yeah, Photoshop it is so far.
So she'll resume soon.
Mm-hmm. That's a good
Yeah,
one. Resume.
Resume.
So what here's Patrick. Oh, it is transparent. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Just.
But it looks so good though. See when
It looks better with the white though.
I know.
It's okay. Is she a football fan? Now I am.
I don't think you sent me one with the white.
I didn't?
No.
I should have.
I think you started sending them transparent.
Yeah, I did. Here. Just screenshot it.
Yeah, it only comes up transparent.
It's okay. We can show the alright. Here's sketches as well. We can show sketches. Whatever you want to do. Un momento.
So when I saw the stuff she was doing for her comic book, I thought it was interesting. I liked I don't know how I described it. Not messy, but more chaotic, right? Is what I said.
Yeah.
And
yeah, you told me to make it worse.
Make it worse. Yes, I said it's too good. Please make it not so perfect. I wanted more chaos, more chaotic lines and things like that. And at first you thought I was kind of funny, like I was joking, huh? Like, and I said, no. I'm serious. But they just came out so good, though.
Thank you. And I'm really glad you guys like them too. That makes me happy. So we're getting Mahomes right now.
There we go.
There it is. Yay. So it's more clear.
So this is where you really now check this out, guys. Look at the AFC the AFC patch that he was wearing last season. I think that's a nice touch. Now, for you guys who are a bit sneaky and thinking that I was giving her these players in order of the formula, that is not true. I was giving her these guys because they were current. And so I knew that she would have no problem finding recent photos of them. And that's where I wanted to start before I started giving her old retired guys. Now,
Also, guys with different uniforms, like color-wise, not, similar. So we can see the different type of people in uniforms. Right? I think that's what you were doing.
yeah, exactly. So, by the third one, this is...
Stop trying to get the Mahomes off my...
Oh my... Not everyone likes Mahomes, like Chris Sims. Not everyone is a fan.
Oh, I know John Bush. He's been around a while. And I've got I've got Drew.
Blacker58. He or she says that you even put the
these
torque
Drews
in
look good.
Mahomes' drawings. Did you see
Okay.
that?
Which one?
The torque. Yeah. you
Oh,
put the
explain to
torque.
her what torque is.
So, I don't know, guys. How do we explain torque?
Well, it's from the Tony Romo
Yeah.
Oh, wait, is it
Patrick
like
Mahomes
is
thing.
it like the amount of power they throw something? Or-
So basically, when you
Yeah?
Did I get it right?
Yes?
I'm smart.
Holy shit. That's exactly right.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so as you heard earlier, Mahomes apparently has a lot of torque, what they say.
Oh,
What would we
she
say?
even put the torque in the Mahomes
Yeah.
drawing. Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's you have to make drawings dynamic. You have to put motion into them, definitely.
So she put torque.
Yep.
I'm gonna remember that.
So torque is a very popular word within the Von Allen sports community because there's a commentator named Tony Romo who every time Patrick Mahomes is playing, he talks about him as if he wants to have sex with him.
He's like, look at that torque.
Look at that torque. Oh my God. Look at that
Oh, look at
throw.
that
It's so
torque.
amazing.
Yeah.
And so for a while, I started taking clips of him saying that, look at that torque. for everything Mahomes related, and
playing it back.
And playing it over and over and over, and
so now it's a thing.
Now it's a thing, yes. So
we
they're saying that you
it.
gave him in the picture. You gave him torque.
Yeah.
It's what I wanted. Thank you.
John Bush is not a troll. He's just funny, and that's correct. What he wrote is funny. So
yeah.
So I'm putting that white background for Drew Brees real quick. So
nice, yeah, because his uniform is white, so
it'll just kind of look weird if we didn't.
Yeah. So this is the last one. This is the one that killed my iPad.
This is the one that killed her iPad, yeah. So she didn't get a chance to put the Drew's patches on there, yet, but we'll and his logo on his helmet. But this is the most recent one, guys. Isn't that crazy? It's amazing.
Truly crazy.
You did a wonderful job.
Thank you.
And each one, it just gets even more realistic, and I can't wait to see. When we come back around and get Tom as a Patriot, and that you're gonna nail that one. We may even want to revisit another Buccaneers Tom Brady.
Okay.
Just to see what happens. So, again, well, that's another commission for you, right? So that's a good thing. Oh, we have a render unto Caesar. Nightwalker renders unto Caesar €50. It's for you.
Damn. Thank you. How long does it take you to draw one quarterback? Looks way better than I would have thought. Thank you.
The floor is yours.
Okay. I think it depends of how 'cause I feel like artists are very temperamental. We have our good days and we have our bad days of how well our art turns out. But usually I think one will take 5 to 6 hours to finish. Or it just really depends. I do very quick, rough sketch with a black pen. And then I don't even do line art or like a sketch and then I do line art over it. I just do a sketch, and because that's what he wanted. He wants something more chaotic, more gritty, and yeah, now we have this. This is the finished product.
And of course you have to do a bit of research in the beginning to kind of
you have to get the
understand
the essence of a person,
the full essence.
Yeah, because some people it's not going to be exactly the same, but you just have to be it's likeness. That's the word.
Likeness, yeah.
Okay, let's see. She did that on an iPad, yeah. What does it say? Oh, all right then. Yeah, it's actually quite common now to do digital art on iPads. It's very convenient. You can bring it anywhere. They look great. Thank you. Gave Drew too much hair.
Yeah.
Y'all going to jail.
You guys. I mean,
jail.
Of all the things that you could possibly say. All right. In her defense, maybe she was going with the Drew who just retired and got hair plugs because he's going on NBC.
Maybe. I don't know. He was all sweaty in that pic, so I try to capture the sweatiness, but I guess he's kind of like a wet dog a little bit. The stringy.
Oh, wet dog.
A wet dog.
Yeah, the stringy hair.
Dude, we have Saints fans here. You know that, right?
No, I meant the hair. I'm just comparing the texture.
You just. Hey, guys. Sophia just compared Drew Brees to a wet dog.
Yes.
We'll just take that out of context and use that. So. Read this one right here.
My really mean art teacher screamed at me in front of the whole class because I drew a stick figure. So I have some trauma when it comes to art. I've known multiple people with the same trauma. Oh my god, I remember though, actually I have art trauma as well. I went to art school.
Well, there you go. That's why you had art trauma.
Yeah.
So.
Good old Joe.
Good old Joe. One of our art teachers asked her and her fellow students to draw images of Joseph Stalin.
Well, he was doing a demo, and he had all of us surround him with his sketchbook, and he turns the page, and it's good old Joe, as he said, and it's fucking Joseph Stalin, and he turns the page, and it's still him, and then it's another page, and it just keeps on going. It's just a bunch of Joseph Stalins. I'm like, why do we have to learn how to draw portraits of literally the most evil man in history?
Yeah.
It's true, though.
I wonder what would have happened if you switched that to another evil person from Germany. They wouldn't dare do that.
I wonder who that is.
Yeah. Everyone wonders.
I'm sorry,
but this one's more evil, actually, because of...
Joseph Stalin makes Adolf Hitler look like the Easter Bunny.
He killed more people.
His arm is a wedge.
Way different.
Yeah. So ridiculous.
Okay. Oh, my sister said to you.
Oh, thank you. That's very sweet. But yeah, this Tom Brady drawing, I wasn't as confident because he told me that like you need to try again, and I was like, okay, this is don't kill me. And so I downloaded the little PNG, and I'm just like, here you go. It turns out he liked it, and now we're going from there. The Let's Go art of Tom looks great. Right? Thank you. I think that's my favorite one too.
Exactly, Dennis. Exactly.
Yeah, right. That's where we're going.
Dinnerling. Dinnerling. That's exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They made them officially draw him.
I completely agree with you.
In art school, and for some reason they thought it was okay, and he was actually more evil, and they wouldn't dare bring the other guy.
Oh, there's a lot of questions.
So
yeah, it's just weird how they would have you draw that. But anyway,
yeah, it was.
Moving on. John Bush says he almost choked to death at you calling Drew a wet dog.
I'm glad you're alive. You survived.
How much for that Brady one? What does that mean?
Did you want to buy it? What?
Like, do you mean how much does it cost, or how long did it take?
Oh,
or...
yeah. Do you mind specifying that? This one I think took 7-8 hours, the whole thing. Yeah. I mean, I would take breaks because you kind of have to have a fresh eye, you know? Sometimes I hyper-focus and I'm just sitting there for hours on end, but you kind of have to, you remember you're a person, you have to eat and drink. Go to the,
Yeah.
You have to, you just remember you're a person after you get out of that headspace.
Calm your tits, Pickle Dick. Nobody's getting political. We're just telling a funny story.
Based.
What?
Right here.
Comrade.
He's based. Do you know what that means?
Yes.
Okay.
Brian, welcome, man. What's up? How have you been? Oh, John Bush says the price to buy it.
Should I say how much you paid? Like, I don't know.
No.
No. Okay.
No, we don't talk about pricing here.
Yeah, I don't think we should talk about price, but This is actually his commission, so yeah, it's not for sale. I'm sorry, but you can commission me. Like we actually should.
Yeah. You
like,
can
put an
commission
email.
her to draw another
Mhm,
version
yeah.
of
I can totally do another one for you. My commissions are open, actually.
yeah. So
Just to put it out there, you know.
can just write to vonallensports@icloud.com.
Mhm.
Yeah. I love that you guys just unapologetically drink Coke during every stream. You would think that I really am sponsored because I got her drinking some, I've got Milena drinking some, and we've got our friend here, Vince, who's also drinking some. So, yeah, we're good to go. But yeah, these just turned out so good. I think I might have. Did I miss the super
No,
chat from
I think
Addie?
this is new.
Or has it popped up?
It's
Okay,
new.
it's gonna come up here in a second. Oh, here it comes. My stupid face.
How much for a commission? Well, it really depends what you want because one drawing like of a half body, full body, you know, like half a body would be $15, and full body would be $20, and it just what? Sorry, I don't know.
No,
Oh, sorry. I don't know.
Dinnerling, ask you, are you staying in the EU?
I don't know if I should answer that question.
He's from Germany.
Oh, okay.
That's Dennis. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying. Sorry about the pricing thing. My prices change all the time. I really can't. It really depends what you want, honestly.
What in the world? Okay. Just a second, guys. Let me pull this up. So I had some topics. You know, I don't even want to talk about the Raiders thing because I really don't care. I don't think it's that big of a deal. The Stone Special. Okay. Guys, do you want to see finally? So I'm going to finally show you the truth. This is what I've been sitting on. This is going to shock them. So here it is. It fell off. Look at this.
Ew, it's got like this, the glue.
The glue.
It's like dried glue.
Look at this.
That's
I think this thing
nasty.
I think this thing was built before I was born. So, yeah. But anyway, we're gonna have to say goodbye to the Stalin Special, and it makes me sad. But there it is. All right, so
we'll
Did I
we'll
miss
burn
something?
that bridge when we'll get there. Yes, we will. Like I usually, yeah. It just depends.
Oh, Luke asked the question. Luke says, I've got a little time, so quick question. VAS, when are the plans for the Empire rolls for whatever they're called moving forward? So yeah, we're going to have those in full setup very soon. Just wanted to get back to the United States and get situated back home. So most likely in our next Empire meeting, which is not next Saturday, but the Saturday after that. So good question, though. Thanks for bringing that up because I had forgotten to mention that.
Appreciation
The appreciation skyrockets, yeah. We could burn the chairs. Nah.
It's bad for the environment.
Yeah, there we go. That's our thing. All right. So I just want to say thank you guys for being here tonight, and just wish us luck. And I'm you never know what could happen in case our flight goes badly or something happens to me. I don't know what I'm saying.
God's not gonna let you die.
I want to say to you guys, if this is the last thing I ever say to you guys I appreciate all of y'all. You guys are amazing. And hurry up, Milena. So we're about to sign off here.
Okay. Yeah.
So I was just telling them that in case, we go down in the ocean or we get hijacked,
Some what was that movie? Henry and Kumar.
Yes. If we end up
in Guantanamo Bay.
in Guantanamo Bay. So if I end up in Guantanamo Bay, I just want you guys to know that I care about you, man. And you guys are awesome. So hopefully we're good. But anyway,
It'll be fine.
can't wait to start broadcasting from America next week. So
Yes, and I'm happy that I got to be on this show before you guys leave. You're gonna leave me for dead.
we're abandoning you.
They're abandoning.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we'll always you can always come back on the show. I'm sure they will want to see you again. And that's what FaceTime's for, right?
Mhm.
So
that's true.
it'll always work. Thank you, sister. Thank you, guys. And
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
see y'all next week. Have a good night.
Good
Bye,
night.
guys.